7 things you do every single day, things that feel completely normal, are quietly hurting your baby, and they can never tell you. Stay with me, because number 3 is something almost every mother does, and by number 7, you'll understand something that changes everything. This isn't about guilt. This is about understanding that no one ever gives you. Because once you know this, everything shifts. Number 1, ignoring their cries. It's 2 in the morning, you're exhausted, your baby is crying again. And somewhere, you read, just let them cry it out. They'll settle. But science tells a different story. When your baby cries and no one comes, their stress hormone, cortisol, spikes fast. And in that first year, when this happens again and again, the actual architecture of their developing brain begins to change. Trust, memory, emotional regulation, all directly impacted. Dr. Alan Shore's decades of research shows when a mother responds consistently, the baby's nervous system stores a lifelong message. The world is safe. Help comes. I matter. But when that response doesn't come, a different message gets wired in, one that's very hard to undo later. Missing once is okay. Life happens. But the pattern, that's what matters. Number 2, talking to them in a stressed voice. 3 hours of sleep. You pick up your baby and say, okay, I'm here. The words are right. But the tension in your voice, that's something else entirely. Here's what researchers discovered. Babies don't hear words. They feel tone. Researchers at the University of Oregon found that babies as young as 6 months old showed measurable stress responses when they overheard adult arguments, even while they were asleep. Just one slow breath before you pick them up. Just one. That's enough to shift things. And now, number 3. This is the one almost every mother does. Every single day. And once you hear the science behind it, you'll never say this phrase the same way again. Number 3, saying, you're okay. Your baby is crying. Maybe you took something out of their hands. They're upset, really upset. And you say, naturally, instinctively, hey, you're okay. Stop crying. Most parents have no idea. Babies are neurologically incapable of regulating their own emotions. The prefrontal cortex doesn't fully develop until the mid-20s. Your baby needs your regulated nervous system to calm down. They literally borrow calm from you. Scientists call this co-regulation. When you minimize the emotion, the distress has nowhere to go. And over time, your baby learns something that stays with them. What I feel isn't real. That's one of the earliest seeds of anxiety, emotional dysregulation, and difficulty trusting themselves. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to explain it. Just see it. I know you're upset. That's it. That's the whole thing. By the way, if you're watching this, drop your baby's name in the comments. I love reading every single one. Number 4, being absorbed in your phone. This isn't the screen time conversation you've heard before. It's something more specific. When you're truly absorbed in scrolling, your face goes still, blank, expressionless. In Dr. Edward Tronick's famous still face experiments, mothers were asked to suddenly adopt a completely neutral, unresponsive expression. Within seconds, babies became visibly distressed. They tried everything to re-engage their mother, smiling, pointing, making sounds. When nothing worked, they collapsed inward. That is what your phone looks like to your baby. Your face is their emotional mirror. The source they use, every moment, to check, is the world safe right now? When that mirror goes blank, again and again, just a little at a time, it registers. You don't have to give up your phone. Just, when your baby is near, look at their face intentionally. That moment is enough. Number 5, not narrating the world together. Your baby is looking at something, a light, a bird, their own hand. You're busy. You didn't notice. It seems innocent, but researchers call this serve and return. Baby does something, points, vocalizes, looks at something with curiosity, and you respond. Oh, you see that? That's the light. That tiny exchange builds neural connections in the prefrontal cortex that form in no other way. Language development, emotional intelligence, executive function, all built through these small, constant moments of shared attention. The Harvard Center on the Developing Child calls this the single most important interaction in early childhood. Not toys, not classes, just when your baby points, look. When they make a sound, answer. When these moments are missed, the neural pathways that were ready to form simply don't. And that window, while not permanently closed, doesn't stay as wide. Number 6, not enough touch. Touch is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity. When a baby is held, oxytocin releases, cortisol drops, the vagal nerve activates, heart rate stabilizes, the nervous system settles, all from touch. But it's not just about picking them up when they cry. It's the casual, incidental touch throughout the day. A hand on their back while they play, brushing their cheek as you walk by. These micro moments deliver a message every time. You are safe. You are seen. You are not alone. Babies in loving homes who don't get enough casual touch still show measurably higher cortisol, nervous systems running on low-grade stress, not because they're in danger, but because the primary signal of safety is missing. Just touch them when you walk by. Number 7, not being emotionally present. This isn't neglect. This isn't absence. This is the mother who is physically there, feeding, changing, holding, but who is somewhere else inside, grieving, anxious, overwhelmed. Your baby doesn't need your body present. They need your emotional self present. Research on parental depression shows babies of depressed mothers who performed every physical act of caregiving still showed disrupted attachment, elevated stress responses, and altered brain development in regions responsible for emotion and regulation. This is not about blame. It is about something profound. Your baby is not receiving your actions. They are receiving your emotional state. The greatest gift you can give them, more than any toy, any class, any intervention, is working on your own nervous system, taking your own healing seriously, getting support, because a mother who stops and takes one breath changes something in the room, and your baby feels it. Today, do one thing for yourself. One conversation, one walk, one moment of stillness. That is not selfish. That is parenting.